EveryTrail is a great application for tracking your trips. But not only that, you can also use it to find trips in new locations that you have yet to explore. So when you launch the application, you're presented with the ability to track a trip that you're about to embark on or find popular nearby trips. These trips could be anything from hiking to mountain biking to road biking, anything. And what's really great is that you can even come in here and search for activities outside of the location that you are currently at. So you can use it to plan a trip. For example, if I was going to be taking a trip to the mountains or something, I could type in the name of that location and potentially find something within that general vicinity and then save it for use later. But the core purpose of this application is to share your trips with friends. So what you can do is come right in and click on Start Trip, which you can easily click Start Tracking, and then you can record your trip. Now, what differentiates this app from, of course, many other applications out there that allow you to do this is your ability to enter information and kind of create a visible journal as you take your trip. So as we would be moving along and generating our trip, which of course it's using the GPS in my phone to track that information, I could then take photos during the tracking of this trip and it would geotag those photos along my trip. I can also add text, and then when I'm done with my trip and I've completed it, I can share it with people, including my friends on Facebook, which is really neat. So of course as I'm moving along, I can view and map satellite and of course hybrid mode as well, and that works out really well for following trips that other people have created. So creating my trips, of course, it would show up in my trips right here. I haven't created any trips yet. Any unsaved trips would show up under drafts, and then we also have favorites. So there is a trip that I had favorited here a little while ago called Geocaching in Stanislaus County, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch of images that a person has saved here. It gives me the length, tells me what kind of trip it was, and even a little bit of a story. I can add this trip to my map if I wanted to go and actually do that trip myself. I can remove it from my favorites because I've already added it, and I can get directions to start as well, which would then exit me out of the app and take me to map in the iPhone so that I can start from that location. I can also download this with several different download options, and then of course reload if I needed to refresh anything as well. So this app is very, very interesting and very useful. Of course, using the entry-level application is free, and it does give us a lot of functionality, but for $3.99 you can go Pro and remove the ads, which of course take up a little bit of space in this application. So it's a great application for those of you who like to explore. It's very inexpensive compared to getting one of those very useful GPS devices that you could get out there. There are not even any GPS devices that I know out there on the market that can do all that this application can do. So of course it does require a connection, whether it be a 3G or maybe even an edge connection. Most likely 3G would be the best, but it would perform on an edge connection as well. It just wouldn't be as exact. But on a 3G connection, this application runs great and will definitely increase your experience when out there kind of checking out new locations and trying to find some way to just kind of get out there and explore. So definitely check out EveryTrail, which is in its newest version, of course free, but then for the Pro, $3.99, you're not going to be disappointed. Take care, and we'll see you next time.